what is a great seating experience and how can we deliver on a great and meaningfully different seating experience?
We wanted to create the absolute best chair on the market.
What the organization really looked for was to find the best fit, both in collaboration as well as the best eye and design. We found that in Bruce and in Continuum because they had never really designed a chair before.
It was exciting to work with a design firm that could bring a really fresh perspective to it and challenge us to think about it differently.
From what you see in the eye to what you feel in the body.
It's really about setting visual expectations and then delivering on them with physical interaction.
The product needs to be very simple and streamlined. We hear those words over and over.
What we were looking for was a very minimal, very clean, very sensuous kind of design aesthetic, very classic in a certain sense.
It's really typical of Allsteel to try to have as a goal that the thing do what it's supposed to do and do it really well. And so it's this great marriage between beauty and creating a terrific sitting experience.
One of our goals for Acuity was to have a really broad range of application.
I can make it look iconoclastic, I can make it look really neutral, all with the same beautiful object. And the jacket in particular can really be customized in lots of different ways to be able to turn it into a signature piece if that's what the designer is hoping to do.
There was a lot of research done on this chair because we wanted to make sure we did it right.
What were the things that they touched first? Where did they look first? How did they sit down in the chair? Taking that human aspect from the very start allowed the designers and the engineers to understand the whole purpose of the product.
When any user, meaning a large male or a small female, sits in the chair, it should feel like, oh, this seems to be right for me.
It's been really fun to watch customers try the chair out. The minute they sit down in it, their face changes, their eyes light up. It's just, frankly, delightful to watch them be delighted by the chair.
We wanted to have a kind of a wow factor when somebody sat in the chair and have that initial comfort, and a lot of that tied back into the back and having comfortable support as you sat into the chair and having it done in an intuitive way. That's really what AcuFit is all about.
Well, with AcuFit, I think what we have is the perfect combination of the seat and the back and all of the controls working together.
The thing I like about the Acuity is just the way that it molds to the people that sit in it and adapts to them. And it's a very human-friendly chair because as they sit in the chair, it will adapt to them, and intuitively they'll look for the controls where they think they're going to be.
One of the things we really wanted to do is to take all the busyness, all the difficulty out of interacting with a high-performance ergonomic chair.
We thought about the ballet that everybody has to go through when you feel where the pedals are and how you're going to adjust the tension and whether you even are turning the knob in the right direction.
And so the controls were brought up to the side of the seat to make it really easy to adjust, so people feel that they understand where the controls are and how to interact with them.
They're very, very intuitive, and they also kind of use the universal symbols for what they are.
When you think about this chair and the AcuFit, the technology and how this chair moves with your body, it does put the sitter in position to perform.
It makes me feel like I'm at work and alive, however I feel and whatever my energy level is. It's kind of the cutting edge of design technology, building in both engineering as well as smart design.
Here at Allsteel, we're proud of the social responsibility that went into the development of this chair.
Its durability is going to mean that it's going to have years of useful life, and that's going to be one of the best possible environmental positions we could take.
But one of the things that was very important was using materials that are recycled and can be recycled.
The material used most on this chair was aluminum, which is the most recycled material.
As part of the cradle-to-cradle process, we elected to use green energy, and what we ended up doing was purchasing Green E certificates, which are wind power, to produce the Acuity chair.
The materials used in this chair were certified cradle-to-cradle, and that they are not hazardous to human health or the environment.
I think it's a beautiful chair.
I love sitting in it, get great support from the back.
the beauty comes out also in the workmanship of it.
When you see the chair, it kind of grabs you and you want to go sit in it.
Just an incredibly comfortable, incredibly beautiful chair.
Well, for me personally, sitting in this chair, I feel like a rock star.
I love Acuity, I really do. It just becomes me.
And I feel particularly proud of being associated with a product which I believe will set an industry standard for years to come.
Allsteel spends a great amount of time exploring different solutions with its customers, looking for the best approach. The result of this never sit still personality and sort of culture, our brand, is Acuity.